Welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm dear darling, and shall we see what's going on the island of Fawnhollow today? Usual, close the window. I should probably do that before I start recording the video, but whatever. You know, we're in it. We're in it to win it now. To win what? I don't know. Get a golden stag, maybe, finally? Still trying to get... What was it? Draft stag, golden stag, horned Hercules. Didn't play last night. I don't even know why I didn't play last night. Why did I not play last night? What was I doing? I don't know. Perhaps I just didn't feel up for it. Anyway, hello there everyone. Right now in Fawnhollow, it's 5:10 PM on Wednesday, August 5th, 2020. Ooh, campsite visitor. We have a visitor staying at the campsite. Who do we think it is today? Okay, we're still missing a lazy and a smug villager. So it's likely to be one of those two. So my mic was in a weird position. I thought I'd adjust it. I'm gonna say it's a lazy villager. It's gonna be Stitches. I don't know. From Gulliver of a sailor. Sorry, not Gulliver, Gulliver. Apparently I didn't do anything. I'm just holding on to all this weird stuff. A mermaid shelf. Learn how to do that. Open up a present. It's real. Pigtail. Gonna not wear that one. It's a little bit not my style, perhaps I should say. And we'll start off by seeing who our campsite villager is today, and then we'll get straight back into bug hunting and deep sea diving and all that good jazz. Savannah! Oh, you look so cute in this game. Hi there, do you live here? You're so lucky. I'm just visiting y'all. I guess you have a southern accent then. I was going to do it, but I didn't. I'm Savannah, by the way. This place is so mellow and laid back, but I can tell already I'm going to go home from here feeling restored. I had an urge in me to try and do an accent, but you know. I'm going to not do accents because they're probably not very good. Or I should say they are not very good. And can only used to sour the situation. We don't have Red, that's right. Red already visited this week. We don't know who our visitor is. It's a wanderer, so it's going to be Flick or Gulliver or Sahara, I believe. If that's correct. Oh, let's drop this off here. Get straight into it. Straight into some up and down the beach combing. Just looking for some bugs. Sort of what I've been up to today. Well, I had a dentist appointment this morning. They've opened up again, which is interesting. I talked about it before. I didn't realise they would. Obviously, they're taking a lot of safety precautions. So, like the doctors, the dentists and the assistants, they're all in like full protective gear. And I assume they do a lot of disinfecting, and a lot of cleaning. The receptionist has of course, also has protective gear, mask and all that. The plexiglass thing, like the spit guard, but it's not really called a spit guard. A walking stick. I don't know how sensitive they are, so we're gonna walk very, very slowly. Actually, we're gonna get a better angle on this. Finally found one of these. Yes, I got a walking stick. Check out its walking stick. Look, these other jokes, okay? Fair enough, I guess. It's a very, meta way of talking about it. Hello, Vivian. What are you up to? Just looking at that? I respect it. We'll do an up and down comb. Actually, no. Should we swim to the other side, or should we do an up and down comb? We'll do up and down comb here, then we'll swim from the other side. So yeah, apart from that, yeah, I had a dentist appointment, all went well. Well, I mean, I've got a good dental care routine, I feel like, so, I mean, much better than when I had when I was younger, so it's all going pretty well. The dentist was, it wasn't my usual dentist, to be fair. And it was actually a hygienist appointment, to be extra fair, which is like, not a checkup, it's like specifically for cleaning your teeth, I guess. I'm not exactly sure of a difference, to be fair. Don't know why I'm stuck here. And, yeah, that was all fine. Came back. What did I do since then? I've recorded some Witness episodes. Recorded about 3 more. It's episodes, let me think what episodes they are. 11 to 14? 11, 12, 13, no, I didn't record that many. Maybe 12 to 14, something like that. Wimber Mountain now, anyway. Oh no, you know what? if you're watching that series, it's if you're somehow watching both of these series, which is, I'm not sure how much of an overlap there is, to be honest, between the two series, but it's the part when I got to the greenhouse, as I got, ooh, that's a giraffe stag, I think. Oh, I can't see how close we are. We're just gonna have to guess. I think that's close enough. Is that a giraffe stag? It's a cyclometer stag. We already got that one. I mean, it's a rare one still, but how many sharks are there? This is the second shark. We don't need any sharks anymore, though, and I can't be bothered. You found it from Captain T. Chester, medium cardboard boxes. It's a recipe we didn't know. There we go. Get out of here, shark. I'd recommend very much not doing that in real life if given the opportunity. Don't scare away a shark with your body. That's recipe. Oh, actually, sharks are pretty docile, aren't they? Isn't it Shark Week soon, now I think about it? I don't even know what Shark Week is. It's just something I hear about on Twitter. Every now and then. You are very fast. Is that more eel? Not the thing we fished up, but, you know, there's an eel there. Okay, swim around it. Don't disturb it. Well, we've got to give it the opportunity to be caught. Just make sure there's no beetles here we're scaring away either. Yeah, what's I saying? Actually, immediately forgot. Oh well, it's gone. It's completely gone. So what else have I been up to today? Not really much. I was reading some Reddit earlier. There's a very interesting post right now on the Hobby Drama subreddit, which I do like to read from time to time. Why isn't this eel even looking at me? Notice me, eel. About warrior cats. And it got me thinking. I've never actually read any of the Warrior Cats books, but if I read them around the age like they're aimed at, which I think is young teens? It's a young teen novel? Are you serious? This eel is blind. Or something like that. I can see myself getting absolutely hooked on those books and really, really going into a community and all that stuff. Only ribbon eels. Apparently it's impossible to catch something else. If you don't know what the Warrior Cats books are, it's a very, very long running series of books. Actually, I shouldn't say much about it because I don't really know. It's about loads of different tribes of cats, I believe. I think some of them have special powers, and there's a lot of like conflict and stuff, and it's like a young adult, young teen novel of I don't know the difference if it's young adult or young teen. I mean, of cats and tribal warfare. I assume some politics and characters and something. People got to stop asking if a hot dog is a sandwich. Just eat your lunch, man. That's true. Anyway, yeah, it's an interesting series. I don't really know much about it, and I'm sort of tempted to actually read it myself, maybe now. But of course, I don't do a lot of reading, and also I feel like I'm not really in it in the age it was aimed for anymore. But I was just thinking about it. I was like, if I read like Warrior Cats in secondary school or something, that's absolutely something that would appeal to me. I bet. Because it seems to have a very strong focus on characters, as I understand it. At least from all these random YouTube animatics I've seen of Warrior Cats. Like, anything from MS Paint drawings to really actually very impressive, like, animations. Or animatics, perhaps. And you might ask, why am I watching them? Yeah, you know, sometimes you just click on random things, you go down a rabbit hole, you're like, this is a community I know nothing about, let's partake in a bit, just for an evening. Just sort of see what's going on. So yeah, I was reading about a Hobby Cats drama. It was about, apparently one of the characters... No, it was about the wiki or something. The Warrior Cats wiki being pretty bad. I don't really remember. You can read it yourself. And go search it up in Reddit Hobby Drama if you're that interested. I'm not a good storyteller, so it's probably better from the horse's mouth in this case rather than mine. The deer's mouth, I suppose. That can be the opposite of a horse's mouth. Secondary witness. Anyway, but yeah, I always got the impression that the Warrior Cat series has a very strong focus on characters, and that's something I latch onto. I really like characters, obviously, in a plot much more than necessarily the overarching world, I think. Which is, and perhaps even more so than the plot in some cases. Although, not to say I completely disregard plot or world building in that sense. I just need, like, it's a lower baseline that makes me happy, I suppose. for characters, I get much more mileage out of it, if that makes sense, of it enjoying it. And I'm very curious about it itself. I'm always curious about when they use animals as a medium for, I suppose, drawing parallels to much more harsher realities, I suppose, of the actual world. Because I think it's an interesting dichotomy, isn't it? You know, cats, cute cuddly, or like, you know, minding their own business. I just noticed Axel was talking to someone over there, and I already entered Nook's Cranny, so we can't listen into their conversation, so oh well. But yeah, like Beastars, warrior cats, interesting, much more darker spins perhaps on what would at first appear to be much lighter, not lighter, you know, much more jovial. That's not really the right word. Much friendlier, I suppose. I don't know how else to describe it. World building. And especially since I think Warrior Cats plays into fantasy quite a lot as well. If I'm not actually sure if the Warrior Cats even have like fantastical magical powers. I always thought they did, but I'm not actually sure if they do. But now I think about it, in the Reddit post they talked about a cat which like had, what was it called? Precognition, future vision. I'll put this down here. We'll donate it at the end of the episode. I nearly released it. The muscle memory for storing something was very strong there. I don't know. I quite like the oh, I can. There she is. Or there he is. There they are. I don't know. Different genders in different versions. There's Sahara sitting on top of that. Not sitting, standing on top of that giant cliff over there. Let's go say hi to them and buy what they got for sale. And then we'll put our stuff away in storage. Yeah, I always like when fantasy is mixed in with other genres. Fantasy with specifically magical powers, because I feel like superpowers in that aspect is always rather creative, I suppose. But for some reason, I don't care for it much when it's in the superpower form. I only care for it much when it's in the arcane magical form. I don't know why. Perhaps it's just like I like fantasy magic much more than I like. I don't even know what superhero. Superhero, I guess, doesn't count as fantasy so much. It's sort of like real world, but with only the magic aspect of it. But maybe perhaps I tend to like the rest of the magical world that comes with it. I don't know. I never really thought about it until just this moment. But yeah, what surprised me is how long the Warrior Cat series is going on for, because I thought it was like a 15 book series or something. That was like a pretty long for any book series. It's got like nearly 50 novels or something. And I was like, what? It's got like 7 arcs or something. And each of them have 6 books or 7 books in them. I can't remember exactly. And the 7th series is still going on. I don't even know when it started. When did it start? Let's see. Warrior Cats. Let's bring up the wiki. The actual Wikipedia page of it again. I'll also cross off a walking stick from this list while we're at it. Let's see. When did it start? 2003. Yeah, sure. I sure do want to exchange whatever. Mysterious wallpaper, why not? There are currently 7 sub-series, each containing 6 books. Oh, sorry. Except for the 7th, which is currently in progress. So there's going to be 49 at the end of the series. That's crazy. It's so long. And I also didn't realise it had multiple authors, which kind of makes sense. I mean, if it was like a 15, 12 book series, one author makes sense. You can write 12 or 15 books, I'm sure, as an author. It might be incredibly draining. You must have a strong love for the world you're building, which I'd imagine a lot of authors do. But like 50 books, 3 authors, makes sense. That's still quite a lot per author, isn't it? Now I think about it. Like, even if it's evenly divided, it's around 16, 17-ish. That's crazy. Like, I'm very much one for world building. And all that, but I can't imagine writing 50 books. I mean, I suppose it follows different characters. It probably goes through time skips as well, so it's really just like the same plot. No, not the same plot, the same world, sorry, throughout all 7 arcs, but different characters populating each part and all that. And that sounds pretty boring, so put that in storage. Botanical rug? We'll put these in storage because I don't want to be stuck picking them up really annoyingly. A palace wall. We've got this one. Industrial wall. I'm pretty sure we got this one as well. Perhaps I should buy the flooring. This sounds cute. Place on floor. Ah. I think we'll use that one for now. It's a change of... we haven't changed our... what? Our stuff is full. Right, let's access our storage, get rid of some duplicate items. We probably have a lot of duplicate clothes. I always start at the top, so I'll start at the bottom this time. See what duplicates we've got sitting around. Yeah, so it's the same overarching world, just following, I'd imagine, a different set of characters in every single one of them. I mean, I never watched... sorry, not watched. Actually, is that an animated series? I feel like Warrior Cats should have an animated series or something like that. Perhaps too expensive. Maybe there's not enough financial backing for it. Shame, really. Just trying to make sure we put everything in storage we can, so we don't mistake it for something which we need to sell. We sell 99 weeds, why not? What else can we sell? We don't need these coconuts. Probably don't need these 12 bamboo pieces. 15 hardwood. What else do we not need? Oh. Now I'll do that off camera. Or I won't. We'll see. I guess we could sell some of these creatures. We don't really need to hold this many all the time anymore, do we? Especially never even talk to Flick or CJ when they arrive. It's a bit pointless, isn't it? Alright, put that in storage. I'm pretty sure we have that. Put that in storage. Put this in storage. Clear out our storage again as we scroll down to the bottom. The series has been... Alibaba Pictures has acquired the film rights to the series as of 2016. But is there a film? Other media, film. No director or release date has yet been announced for the film, so it's still a work in progress, I guess. It's a shame. I'd almost, out of curiosity, or maybe I would out of curiosity, watch a film based on it. I feel like if I read it, even if it's not necessarily, I'm not necessarily the target audience for it anymore, I probably could like sort of get like pseudo nostalgia from it. Not like actual nostalgia because I never actually, you know, read the series or anything. But like it would probably like bring me back to similar sort of days where I read similar series. The book series I read is a series, well, the most similar series I suppose. Actually, it's not really. I mean, it's not about cats, I suppose. It was a series called Shapeshifter, I believe. Or the first by Suzanne Collins? No, not Suzanne Collins. That's Hunger Games lady, isn't it? Finding the Fox was the first in the series. Ali Sparks, that's it. The Shapeshifter series. That's maybe a conversation topic for a different episode, to be honest. Maybe I should read that again for nostalgia. But even now, when I think back to it, I remember when I was getting to the end of the series, I was like... I was like, when I got to book 5 or so, I was like, yeah, I probably wouldn't read another installment of a series. I just aged out of it, I guess. Or maybe I read it, I was like, I had a desire for different world building. Instead of that one. That one is about like, a load of kids randomly get like superpowers basically, and they go to an academy where they're trained to use them. That sort of thing. I think it's always a combination of like fantastical powers, but in everyday settings, is always interesting to me. I think we'll sell that for now. It's probably good enough. Like just, you know, school life, but with magic, but with fantastical magic. Not that I have anything against witchcraft magic or not Hogwarts, but I do like the fantasy magic much more, for whatever reason. Appeals to me more in such case, probably because it's more similar to video game magic, which is probably I had more exposure to, is my guess. I'm not certain. Hello, Sylvana. Why don't we sell some more business up in here? We'll give you more revenue. Oh Timmy, oh Tommy. And we'll do a bit more of a bug hunt, to be honest. We'll let Savannah do her shopping. If she's going to buy that jacuzzi, by all means, Savannah, that's a hefty investment. If you want that, you can just let us buy it for you. Look at that stormy cloud in the background. It's huge. It kind of looks like a face. It kind of looks like there's a face in that cloud. That's very honestly disturbing. I can't unsee it now. Okay, I'm just going to ignore it, hopefully, and it won't see me. So again, checking for more bugs, trying to get these rare creatures. Maybe I should make my own warrior cat's character. That's the thing that people do, right? Make their own OCs, as the terminology goes. What would my character be called? I don't know. It's really hard to talk much about a series which I have know nothing about. Maybe I should read it. There's plays? Excuse me? Hold on. I was just scrolling up and I saw there was plays. A play titled After Sunset We Need to Talk. Detailed a meeting between the Leaf Pool of Thunder Clan and Crowfeather of Wind Clan after the event of Sunset. Huh. So it was like an actual script that the actual authors, I suppose, wrote and turned into a play. That's interesting. That's pretty cool. I always find it really cool when media can branch off into different properties to tell the story. Multimedia properties, or projects, I suppose, might be as you call it. Oh my god, my throat. It's always interesting. You could read a book, then go watch a movie, listen to, I don't know, music that relates to it. Go watch a theatrical performance. Although, I'd imagine it's quite difficult for any multimedia property to not corner the market, but, you know, spread itself out over all different areas of a market, rather than just focusing on one. I don't blame them. I don't blame them in the slightest. A portable record player. Don't need one of those. One of those. I suppose there's a play. Physical media. Brambleclaw on a Chinese trading card. There we go. Inspirations and origins. I want settings in the universe. The Warriors universe centers around a large group of feral cats who initially reside in a forest and later around a lake. Fair enough. Fleeing their initial home due to destruction by humans. I didn't realise humans were still in this world. I thought they weren't in it. The cats are split into 4 groups called clans. The Thunder Clan lives in woodland areas. Why are they called a Thunder Clan then? Wind Clan resides on the moors, River Clan by the river, and Shadow Clan within and around the swamps. Are the Shadow Clan evil? You just gotta think. If you name yourself like the Shadow Clan or something like that, you gotta be like, do we want to be the bad guys? Or the bad cats? I'm the bad guy. Duh. That sort of thing. Are they aware of it? It's just like, I hope they're aware of it. But you know, not every villain sees themselves as a villain of their own story, right? They're the protagonist of their own story. That's how it goes. Sorry, I was a bit slow on that because I wasn't paying attention. Emilia. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to push you out of the way. Sky Clan and subsequently introduced 5th group is revealed to have been a part of a system but was forced to flee when their territory was destroyed by humans for urban development. Each clan has adapted to their own domain. River cats. I thought I saw a fish there for a second. I was like, what? That was the largest fish I ever seen. I think it was just a microphone in my peripheral. Swim in river to catch fish, while the majority of cats from other clans fear and avoid bodies of water. It's also 24 minutes, I didn't realise. So we'll do a couple more sweeps of the coconut trees. See if we can find anything. I'm just having a good old time reading about warrior cats right now. Wind Clan's cats are faster runners, allowing them to catch rabbits and hares on the open moors of a territory. Relationships between different clans are tense and often come into conflict with one another. However, the clans are sometimes show concern for each other. The idea of one clan being destroyed usually causes deep distress and prompts urgent action on the behalf of all clans. It's like rivalry, but they still care for each other. Something like that. What do you think the others have adapted for? Shadow Clan was probably like super stealthy and sneaky, right? What's the other one? ThunderClan. Strong, I guess? I don't really know. Or maybe they're technological masters. That'd be really cool. They've mastered the use of technology. So I guess humans are kind of a bad guy. The villains, in some aspect of this. Was that migratory locust up there? I thought I saw something jumping about. Maybe I imagined it. Oh! No, that looks like a long locust to me. We'll catch it anyway, just to make sure. Actually, why don't we just look up what a migratory locust Animal Crossing looks like anyway. Ooh, it looks like that. That looks very different from this long locust. But they are pretty large. I'm pretty sure this is a long locust. Yeah, there's a long locust. You want it, Roscoe? Here you go. Didn't want you, I guess. That looks like a grasshopper, but I'm not certain. Roscoe, not as impressed the second time. Fair enough. I guess I wouldn't be either. So I'll be like, oh look, there goes deer catching another insect. No beetles here. But clans have a faith system based on the concept of Star Clan, a group of spirits of a clan's deceased ancestors who provide guidance to the living clan cats. Ooh, is this a moray eel? That's an interesting thing. That's an interesting thought. Usually those of a clan in which they resided in life. After death, the spirits of most clan cats join Star Clan and reside in a paradisical... Ooh, a moray eel! Yes, I caught a moray eel. When you're in love, that's a moray. When the moon hits your eye like a something pizza pie. Big pizza pie? Is that right? I don't know. Okay, in these last few minutes, let's donate these two objects. Insects and fish. Cross this off the list. We've only got the soft-shell turtle now for fish to catch. We have many bugs though to catch still. So let's make a donation. And why don't we start off with donating a walking stick? What have you got to say about that? I would love to learn more. The walking stick looks just like a twig, does it not? It even has knots like a real twig would. The bashful bugs mimic plants in this way to hide from predators. A noble goal, you might say. But though the deceptive wretches fool some, they do not fool me. I see these bugs for what they are. Monsters, plain and simple. I say, did you know that walking sticks can grow to 2 feet long? Imagine running into one. Surely I would faint. Is that walking stick like the longest insect or something? The largest insect? Or like, sorry, not the walking stick. I said a subspecies or a species of a walking stick. Something like that. Like the Chinese something walking stick, right? Let me see, hold on. Largest insect. The tree eater? Longest insect. Stick insect. A new species of stick insect of a genus in China they were bought. Over 1/2 meter. That's pretty long. Wonderful. I would love nothing more. Despite its rather frightening features, the moray eel is really a very cowardly fish. It lives its life hiding in caves and will only attack if you're looking for a fight. You've heard of a bark that is worse than the bite? Well, the moray eel has a face that's worse than its fight. How do you blabbers come up with all these witty puns every single time? Have you seen the puns our character comes up with? It's not a sea bass, it's a C+ bass. Black bass, truly the most metal of all fish. Blabbers, comedic genius, I tell you. Anyway, why don't we round off this episode here? Enough talk about warrior cats, which I know nothing about, and hopefully doesn't get me any flack. So, if you have been watching, thank you very much. This has been Animal Crossing New Horizons, and I've been Dear Darling. Any likes, comments, and subscriptions are greatly appreciated, and I hope we can see each other again. But for now, it's our farewell. So until next time, bye-bye for now. Why does the camera look off-center? Oh well.